Good morning and welcome to a very, very special edition of the Tea Room. So all you people who have the notifications on, if you've been pinged at 10 o'clock GMT +1 to say that Tickers has gone live, it's not a mistake. We're going live at this time because a well-known manufacturer has just released 4 new limited edition models 10 o'clock this morning on the website. So we have put this video out in collaboration with them. So to put you all out of your misery, I will just show everybody what we are talking about.
Exciting.
And exciting. We are talking about one of my favourites, Christopher Ward.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh. We have
Ward.
4
Nice.
new C63 36mm. Now, they are available on bracelets. We'll show the bracelets in a minute. Prices are from £635, $765, and €840. That is for the strap versions. So we have some colours here. We have Lucerne Blue, or we have Jura Green, Acer Red, and New Forest Yellow. What do we all think of these guys?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Initial thoughts?
I like them. Very OP, very Oyster Perpetual looking.
Yeah. But £4,000 cheaper. So
yeah, exactly. And available.
And available. I should say 200 of each. Limited edition, 200 of each only. You do a black and white or standard version, which are not limited, but they are limited edition in these colours.
Yeah, and a smaller size as well, aren't they? More a unisex size. Definitely appeal to the Asian markets as well. 36mm.
Are these 36? Okay.
Yes, 36. Yeah.
It's interesting that colour, New Forest Yellow, because in the New Forest there is I think it's called the Common Gorse, which has a yellow flower.
Right.
I think
that
must be by the. It's interesting, actually. Very clever.
Oh yeah, it does say they're named after flora as well. I wonder where Acer Red comes from.
Yeah, that's a very darker. It's a darker red than say the OP. The AP is very, very bright red, isn't it? The Rolex red. He's a much more vibrant red than that. It's more I would say maroony type red, isn't it?
Crimsony kind of blood red color.
Anyone any clues on Acer Red, guys? Anyone any ideas?
That's actually based off of a maple tree.
Oh really?
Ooh, yeah.
Cool. Check you out. Hold on.
Yep. I live in the south. I live in the south. We have maple trees all over the place.
All right, excellent. Let's just see if we can get some like 36mm. We've got a light catcher case, ideal for watch lovers who hark back to the smaller cases of old. Exhibition case back with a Salisa SW200-1 automatic movement. That's cool. Yeah, great movement. That Salisa movement.
Yeah. And what does it mean to be a light catcher case, just for those who are maybe new to this?
Oh, it kind of got Sam's got a few with a light capture case, haven't you? Do you want to elaborate on the light capture case, Sam?
Yeah, it's a proprietary case to Christopher Ward that they spent years developing. So it's not an off-the-shelf case. They've had it specially made, and it's got brushed and polished elements to it. When you see it, really well balanced on the wrist. It looks excellent on the bracelet, but seeing these leather straps here, they look pretty cool on it as well. And maybe because this is more of a unisex design, maybe you would go for the leather. But that light catcher case is stunning in person, and it's got brushed and polished elements on the case, but then that follows through to the hands are both brushed and polished, and then the indices are brushed and polished as well. Attention to detail on the Christopher Ward dial indices. I think it's simplicity done to perfection. But you're a big fan.
38-hour power reserve, lug to lug 45.8. 36mm. Right. Okay.
Nice touch with the leather strap as well. Option.
Yeah.
I think
so we should have
a lot of these homages are just bracelet only, aren't they? But this is
yes, correct. Yes. And the Christopher Ward bracelets are pretty much spot on. They're very, very good. A lot of them are. These will be the quick release bracelets. You just got 2 little clips on the bottom. You pull them out with quick release bracelets. Superb.
And they have that diver's extension, don't they, as well, John, which is pretty cool. They have that ratcheted diver's extension. And this is answering a lot of the... Whenever I do a Christopher Ward review, that you definitely get comments about... I wonder if they do a smaller size, because the original Christopher Wards, like some of the ones you've got, are huge, aren't they? The 42 mils. Then they've gone to 40. Then they went to 39 for the Sealander, and it looks now that they're obviously seeing a gap in the market at 36.
Yeah. I think in general as well, brands are toning it down a little bit on the bigger sizes. I think the market trend is, okay, 45. We've gone a bit too far. We need to rein it in a little bit,
Yeah.
And with these limited editions, is the leather band limited edition as well?
I would imagine it. I would imagine it would be. Yes, I would say, because they don't do it on the 36 mil. So once that, they'd probably make it available. So if you bought one just with a bracelet, you could go out and buy a leather band separately, or vice versa. You always say, I'm going to share some of these pictures now. I've got a whole lot of high res pictures, so I'm just going to run through them. So that's the green on the leather. Let's just flick through and see what we've got here. That looks very nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, the color reminds me a little bit of that. Maybe it's closer to the IWC, what was released recently. It's not as
the Petronas,
Tiffany.
The Mercedes Petronas one. Yeah,
it's a little less Tiffany with at first when you first see it.
Well, that's the Lucine. That's not the green. That's a Lucine blue, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Very green turquoise. Yeah, that's right. They've not gone Tiffany at all, have they? No.
Yeah, the first reaction is to say Tiffany, but when you look at it, it's not.
Yeah,
really.
I love the way. I do love. I mean, Sam, what do you think about the new logo?
I really
board on it.
Yeah, I'm glad they did it. I feel I would like to see it as an implied logo. I'm sure they tested that, but I wonder whether what it would be like if it was, because it's printed there, isn't it? I wonder what it would be like if it was an applied logo. But
I mean, that was the biggest bugbearer that people said for Christopher Ward was the name written on it. That was. I think they've had probably an increase in sales of Christopher Wards across the board for the new watches with that logo on 100%.
Yeah, there's a really good story though behind why they had the name and that logo on the dial as well. I spoke to Mike France about it and asked that a direct question, like, why is the name on the dial? And they put the name and the logo on the dial for 5 years worth of watches because they always wanted to go with that logo, but they were worried about potential litigation because they're using they're using what can be interpreted as a Swiss and an English flag, and they were worried that the Swiss watch industry might try and litigate against them. So their lawyers at the time said, put the name and the logo together on the dial.
Right.
And then if nobody complains after 5 years, then if nobody's bought any litigation in 5 years, just go with the logo. So they'd always intended to do the Twin Flags logo all the time. But I mean, I'm partial to having Christopher Ward on the dial. I've got it on mine. I quite like it. But yeah, there's an interesting story behind it. It wasn't that they it wasn't that they were going to put it on there or not give the option to have it on there. They just had to ride this sort of 5
date
years
at 6, quite subtle, like date at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's just go back and look at that wrist shot with the wrist shot there with the that looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Looks well.
Yeah, nice looking watch.
I don't know whether that guy's got a thin wrist because that fills his wrist up, really, doesn't it? That's a 36 mil. So whether they've picked somebody with slender wrist to say, he does, doesn't it? You got that fills his wrist, doesn't it?
I wonder if that might be a lady,
Yeah, I'm wondering as well. I mean,
what's the lug to lug though on that?
Yeah, I'm going to say once you get a bracelet on, normally it looks a bit bigger anyway. Normally wears more like a 40 on this style.
Yeah, 45.8 lug to lug.
Is it? Right, Thank you.
I bet you that's not far off the 39 actually.
So that's
right, gotcha.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
I think that they might have gone with a androgynous look of a person to emphasize the unisex nature of these watches.
Yeah.
And there's all random pictures again. Now there's the blue again. Let's just see.
And they made an effort to keep it kind of thin too.
That red one looks more red there, doesn't it?
It really does. It looked nearly.
That looks proper. That does look the proper red we were discussing, doesn't it?
In the first picture, I thought it looked more like burgundy, and I actually preferred that. So that I'm not so keen on the bright red.
Not so keen on the bright red. Right, we'll just flip through and find the red bit. That does look blood red, doesn't it? Yeah, I must admit, I was wondering. There were poor pictures he sent you first of all. So let's just go through and you got quite a few. I don't like that brown strap option with that. I don't think that's. I don't think that combo doesn't work, does it?
I don't mind it. I'll be honest with you. I do like the brown, that kind of texture of that strap. I mean, okay, it's not the best combination, but I don't think it's a terrible.
It's not.
Look, but I don't mind it.
Nope, not my thing.
What the color? I don't like that. Color's nice, but the color doesn't fit. The color doesn't suit the face of the watch.
Really needs like a white dial.
Oh yeah, on the brown.
Yes.
Well, the green might be interesting actually. Let's see the green on this.
There's the green. There's the green on the bracelet.
Even that looks slightly different, doesn't it? It was looking more like a darker green in the original photo, and that's looking more of a light.
Now there we go. Now it's a bloke's wrist, and we can see 36. Yeah. We can see the lug, can't we? That it's a smaller watch, isn't it? Unless it's a woman with a hormone problem, it's a bloke's wrist.
Just be a hairy woman,
yeah. It's not a woman in who's been in lockdown.
Yeah, that's another video. Yeah. Okay, so so that's okay. There again. I'm sorry, that strap combination. It should be black, maybe black. No, not for me. Not for. I mean,
is there a wrist shot?
With
Because I don't really like these straps. I think they go with most colours. But I don't know something about these. Yeah. It doesn't look bad.
That's the most rubbish photo I've ever seen of a
watch. I wouldn't wear a black shirt with a brown strap.
Weird black silky shirt.
That should be a black. That should be a black strap or a brown jacket.
That's horrendous. Wow. That is horrendous to put that out on a press release. Oh my god!
Isn't it?
Or a white strap at least.
White strap. That's a woman's wrist, as we said before, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks
like black shouldn't be there.
That's a punishment beating. That's a punishment beating if I've ever seen it. So that's terrible.
Should be a
it looks like maybe they photoshopped the dials, doesn't it? It looks like if they took one wrist shot and then they photoshopped the different coloured dials on, because the dial's like lacquered, so maybe it is playing with the light, but that looks almost like it's a computer render. The dial.
Yeah.
Colours look different, don't they? And it just looks too.
Doesn't look
too
so
clean,
real. That
too
one,
clean.
The green strap looks better. Better with this green strap,
It
wouldn't
looks better on the green strap. Yeah, they probably all look better on their respective strap.
There we go.
That looks better. Much better. Well, it's got the beige shirt, which goes with the green. Pink shirt, bright pink shirt or something. This is the equivalent of that black in the other one. Yeah.
Okay, the yellow one. I do like my yellow dials. That's quite.
Cool.
The black Christopher Ward sign looks good. Is the others? Do they have white?
Yeah,
white. Yeah, the others are white.
That pops, doesn't it? Now let's have a look at that. That's on the bloke. Yeah,
I think that's the best picture so far of it.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, let's have a look at it. Okay, brown strap. Really
less offensive. It's all right.
Okay. So
I just wouldn't go there with that strap.
The next picture will be the woman with the black jacket on, won't it? You think? What do you think?
If we're lucky.
Oh, okay. The woman with a blue shirt.
It's a bit better. It's still not the best combo.
Yeah, that yellow does. I think the yellow is the winner for this. You think the yellow's the winner?
Yeah, from the second I seen the picture when you put it up there, I thought that the yellow did actually stand out for some reason, and I wouldn't normally like yellow watches, but that actually does. I actually quite like that.
Yeah.
You mean with the strap or just the yellow?
No, with the bracelet. Oh,
yellow
sorry.
Bracelet.
Okay. The yellow. This is the best.
Yellow on 100%. Yeah,
this is the best.
Yellow on the bracelet.
I want the yellow on a bracelet for sure. I think this is a great looking watch.
Oh, what about? And if you get a strap, that's the color strap. In my mind, that color. No.
It looks completely different there.
It's like a banana.
You could just go with the quality. You could go with the quality black leather strap, couldn't you?
Mustard yellow.
Banana or something, isn't it?
Banana dial with mustard strap.
Banana dial with mustard strap.
Right, mustard, yeah, all right. Sorry, you're right,
like
guys.
Sounds
He's
like
a
a
bit off
barbecue gone wrong.
today.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Wow.
I think I might do a black NATO that had a white stripe through it.
Yeah, that would.
The black would go with the
Yeah.
sign. It'd go with the Christopher Ward logo.
Yeah,
on there. The black would.
I've got a black. Yeah, I've got somewhere. I've got a black NATO with a yellow, with twin yellow stripe on it somewhere along the line. Yeah.
You've got all the NATOs.
Oh, I've got ridiculous amount of NATOs. Yeah, I've got a stupid amount of NATOs. Ridiculous. Okay.
That's the winner.
We're still not
on the bracelet is the winner. Definitely.
Yeah. So we're not happy with it. We're not happy with that strap at that leather.
No.
I'm not a fan of eating bananas and mustard at the same time.
Dipping bananas in mustard. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it might be a taste sensation. You never know.
Unless it's
Sammy
for
could be
render,
right.
Maybe it was just for rendering on that image.
Yeah. Because it looks like they're struggling to get quite a render of it, aren't they? Because the press release, they look completely different, and the straps look almost like they match better on the press release.
On the pit, yeah. So we're just going back so we can see people can see what we're talking. But generally, what
completely different
rubbish pictures here. But where are we going? Okay, so what's their nearest competitor, really? So they haven't really given us the price. Hold on, okay. Bracelet, £770 for the one with the bracelet. So,
we got Zin, haven't you? It's probably Zin or Oris is next up. Oris is more pastel, isn't it? Citizen have done a line of watches like this as well. So Citizen have the green, Citizen have the yellow.
They're cheaper, aren't they? The Citizens, is that right?
Yes, they are. Yeah, but they're using the base Miota movement. They're using like the 8000 series. But yeah, there's a Citizen yellow dial that looks like a combination between an OP and the PRX. It's the NJ015081ZZ.
Good memory.
Great memory you got there, Sam.
They're all there.
Read it off the thing, did you?
$379 available all there. They're actually not
notes
available
all
in
over the screen, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the Zins come at just under £1,300 on a strap.
Yeah.
So
but the Zins were they limited to 100 per color, or is that just in my head?
Limited edition.
No, I think they were limited.
I think they were to 100, so there might not even be an option right now.
Oh.
Do we really think that anybody? I mean, you're going to find nobody wants an OP, are you? Who's going to suddenly go for one of these to scratch an itch, are they?
I would.
Yeah,
I would.
Really?
You've got to wonder who wants an OP and why they want it. If they want a watch with a colored dial, they would go for this. But if they want a watch like an OP,
they want a Rolex. Go for Rolex.
Price, treble and quadruple in price, then they'll go for the OP.
Yeah.
If you want a colored nice watch like this with the summary colors and stuff, then you would go for this.
Yeah. This is absolutely perfect. It just takes all those Omegas and all those OPs right out the window, because even for me at this price point, this is an impulse level price. And I can just pick one up and enjoy it during the summertime, or when I just want something bright and flashy and something fun, instead of having to worry about walking around London with, the Rolex crown on, or going to the beach in Barcelona.
Murdered, basically,
it's a home run in that size and that color and the price range.
I think it's spot on.
Brian, well said.
I think it's going to sell out. I think it's going to sell out very quickly.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, they're
Zin was
effectively live
400
now
as well,
on the Christopher Ward website, and they are going to. I think they're going to
400.
Yeah, fly out the door.
And
400 what? Sorry, Sam. What do you mean?
I was going to say what Batch was saying, that the Zins were 400 each as well, and they're almost the same color as those, except they were more like a pastel version of them and more like a matte finish. But it was the same the blue, the yellow, the red, and the green. Not that dissimilar in style, and they obviously sold out very quickly as well. They were $1,400.
And that green is the one that's pulling my eye because it's got a good looking British racing green color that
like Jaguar.
It's exactly the same colors with the Zin. Look, exactly. Hang on, I'll make myself large screen. Hang on.
So, is anyone on the panel actually going to order one?
That was my good question. I was going to say we're going to go around the panel in a minute and see what the chances are.
Oh, hang on, let's come.
I vote Brian.
So there, look, Zin have got the exact same.
Same color.
Exact same colors.
I don't like the case shape as much on the Zin. I don't like the
I prefer the Christopher Ward, but the colors are exactly the same.
Yeah,
are they a bit more pastel, or is it?
Yeah, they're more pastel, but they're more like a muted version of it. Yeah, I'm just looking at a photo here. They're more like a muted pastel.
Yeah.
And the Christopher Ward has an option on the leather bracelet or leather strap that's much, that almost goes with the dial instead of just one strap color.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, I could see getting up early here in the U.S. and ordering that green one.
Wow, excellent. Okay.
And I will say that I appreciate what the Christopher Ward gang does with the watch community versus Zin is kind of hands off. But
yeah, you don't get many MDs of stuff, people who come on live stream and do talks and stuff like that. But all over Sam's channel, when we can nail him down, he's going to come on this channel and have a chat. It's going to be really interesting to have a chat with him.
And every time I'd look at that hour hand, it would remind me of you tickers because it's short and to the point.
Thank you.
I've reviewed 2 of the 39mm ones. I've reviewed the white dial 39 and the bronze one, and I loved both of them. They've done a fantastic. So these will be that same quality. They'll be spot on. I don't know whether 36 might be a little small for my liking, or would take me to get used to because I'm wearing a 41
mil. You do. I mean, my military ones are all 36. I wear the military ones, and then they look small for a few minutes until you get used to it.
Yeah.
Have you had them on the wrist, Sam, or just pictures you review? I mean, or just talked about.
What am I wearing?
Oh. No. Have you had the 39s you just mentioned, the bronze?
Yeah. I've got a full review on the channel. I'll send it. I can send it over if you wanted to see what it looks like on.
And they sent you one to put on the wrist as well.
Yeah.
That was the question. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my only real complaint with the 36 size is that date window is pretty small. So it's going to be really hard to see the date.
Just use your phone.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is if the date's wrong on it, nobody will ever know.
No.
Exactly. You never need to set it. That's the best thing. Yeah.
It's like the revelation from the girls last night on the channel where they said they don't even bother setting dates. The dates stay as they are. Every watch they wear, they never set the date on the watch, which is like that astounded me. That really does astound me. If it's a review watch, or maybe you don't, but I usually do the review. We're going to do the review watch, and we'll put it out the same day. Someone's going to say the date's madly wrong, but every watch I own, I make sure I put the date right.
I'm with you. I'm obsessed with it. Yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
I think it's part of. Yeah, I think it's part of like the whole thing, right? You get up, or if you haven't had a watch on for a while, you have the time to set the date with it, set it all, and you get to enjoy the time more with it. That's me though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will pause a movie or a TV show when they've got a close up of the watch to see if it's set for the proper time of the day.
I knew that.
No way.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
You must watch some interesting films then. That they have to. You can't be bothered watching the rest of it.
He's looking at he's looking at close wrist shots on these movies. That's right. Yeah. You know what I mean.
Watching a film with Brian's 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Right, guys, I'm gonna go round and say, right, would we all get one? Wow, God.
Would we all get one? Which one would we get?
Alrighty.
Oh, crikey. If I was to get one, I haven't decided yet. I'd get a yellow on a bracelet, I think. That would be my choice. Palm.
I do like the yellow. I do think it's the nicest one on a bracelet, but I don't know the green for some reason on the bracelet. Just talks to me. I like that one.
Says something to you. That pops to you. The green.
Yeah.
Interesting. Right, Brian. So are we going to go for one?
I would get the green on the leather. Then I would order the extra bracelet for it separately. And then I might find a NATO that it worked with just for goofing around and adding another color to it.
Well, remember the live on the website now being after 10 o'clock on the Thursday, so you need to head over to Christopher Ward in a minute and order one.
And then Friday morning on eBay.
Yeah. Order them before we clean up. Yeah.
Before the flippers. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to make. I mean, I don't know. Sam will know this more than me. Are they likely to limit the numbers per person?
I don't know if they do that, but I know that if this is a big hit for them, I'd expect to see more colours come through for it.
Right.
I'd expect them if this is a big hit, maybe these colours won't come back, but they will certainly. They've typically played around with darker blues, a green, like a brushed green dials and things like that on the other Sealander. So I'd expect if these take off that there'll be other colours coming.
But if I was trying to order 5 yellow ones tomorrow, say, would they keep it? Would they have a wonder? You know, I was a new customer. I've not ordered from them before. Would they pull the face and wonder why I'm buying 5 yellow ones?
I'm not actually sure. I mean, I know everything's done through the e-commerce platform, isn't it? They were the first large watch brand to be 100% online. That when they started, they didn't have any retail stores. I'm not even sure that. I mean, there may be 1 or 2 now, but their primarily focus is online sales, and then they apply that 3 times multiple to their watches. So whatever it costs, you're paying whatever you're paying is a 3 times multiple of what it costs them to make it, and they break it down like this is what it costs to make the watch, this is what it costs to distribute it, this is what it costs to get to you. And they've got that 60-60 as well. They've got the 60 days to you can send it back within 60 days, and then they've got a 60-month warranty on it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what they have on all their watches. Pete Cherish isn't in on here tonight because he would love these.
I know he's a big fan, isn't he? Yeah. They advertise on TV now as well, don't they? I saw them.
Yeah, on Sky News, Sky TV. I've heard them on Sky TV.
Yeah.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah,
proper television advert. Yeah.
Batch, are you tempted? Would you buy one? What would you buy? Are you tempted?
If I was gonna go for one, I'd go for the yellow on the steel.
On the bracelet, yeah.
Yeah.
You and your guitar down by the beach with that yellow watch, perfect. Yeah.
Barcelona, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan, are we tempted?
Yeah, I mean, I really like the yellow on a bracelet as well. I really do. Although I'm not sick yet of the blue. I know it's not a Tiffany blue over there, but I forget the exact name. I could do that on a bracelet as well. I'm not sick of that one yet because I don't have one, so maybe that's why.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But I do think that yellow is a good looking yellow.
It is, isn't it? It is.
Yeah. So I'll go with the yellow on the bracelet.
Wow. Big sales. Okay. Shove, are you tempted?
I am tempted, yeah, and it would be like a lot of people, a yellow on a bracelet. I think that's the nicest looking one.
It's going to be a sale. And finally, what do you think, Sam? Are you going to get one?
Yeah, I might try and see if my wife wants one because I've got a similar one. I think it would suit her well, and then I've got a similar, layout. I mean, I would go with green. I'm going for a bit of a green phase with the date jump and the green rubber. I would probably go for the green one, but yeah, I might see if I can because I spent up on the date just so if I can justify the
buying your wife one, and then you could borrow it occasionally.
Nick her one, yeah, basically.
Review it on your channel. Review it on the channel, and yeah.
I was going to say that's a excuse for my budget's blown, so this one's for the wife.
Exactly.
Interesting. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. I think we discussed this pretty good. Now, so anybody who's interested in these watches out there, they should be live on the Christopher Ward website as of now. So there's a lot of chat about it on the Christopher Ward official forum. They're all talking about it. So I actually think there's going to be quite a high demand for it. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what
I do.
What
does anyone think these will be hyped, or do you think this is just going to be an enthusiast piece?
I don't think it'll be hyped.
No one ever creates hysteria and hype on Christopher Ward's, which is a pity, really, isn't it, Sam? You love to see the big hype about, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think they're definitely. I think they're still underrated, even though a lot more people know about them now. I still think it's a massively underrated brand. I still think they're one of the best value.
There were certain people in the watch community who would immediately call it a whatever with an S because they're not Rolex. It really annoys me. You know,
it depends on immediately. Depends on the collector, right? There's true collectors, and then there's brand collectors.
Yes, and people who believe you don't buy a watch if it's going to stay the same price or lose money. You have to, there's some people who believe it has to make money or don't bother wearing it or don't bother buying it, which is completely rubbish. Excellent. That is it's really good. Thank you guys for that. Okay, so thanks everybody for watching the stream. I did give a load of people a load of warnings the last few days, the last few streams. It's coming on at this time, but obviously it's there to watch again, and it caught you unawares. He's been on at 9 o'clock. I said tonight because it's 11 hours in, and there's probably going to be other people who are going to be reporting on it. I would imagine Scottish Watches will do a podcast on it. D Time Loves another guy who's another channel, and he likes Christopher Ward's. I don't know if anybody out there in YouTube world has had one land in the lap. I did say I wanted one, and she was going to try and get one out in the post. I'd laugh it could arrive tomorrow. I might have to jump on somehow night with it and say, update. If you guys get a quick hit in your box and say, come on, I've got one in my hand, I'll have to do something, won't I?
Yeah.
Don't forget to, because that dodgy casual watches channel might do one as well. Might do a good
we already discussed that earlier.
I heard they've got inside information. Yeah.
I heard he was inside information.
A mole.
Well, thank you to my wonderful panel. Sorry I didn't introduce you at the beginning, panel. I do apologise, but everyone knows who you are. You're all wonderful. Thank you for joining in and doing this review. Be interested to see if any of you do. I think Brian's going to pull the trigger in a minute on it. I'm sure he is.
I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning US time.
Has your AD shown you these, and have you tried these on, Brian? That's the first question.
Yes.
I told you. Hush. Queen's secret.
Right. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll be back on Saturday at the normal time. Any reports on these watches? If I hear anything in the meantime, I said I will keep you up to dated. I should have an unboxing on Saturday, and anything else that goes on in between. So thank you all for watching, and I will bid you farewell.
Thank you. Good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good morning.